Hello everyone, in today's tutorial I will be showing you how to make an options menu with a resolution change, a graphics change and a VSync change on and off. As you can see, it works there, and it's pretty much what we'll be doing. Might make it look a bit nicer down the video, but without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, what you want to do is open Unreal Engine 5 and go to Avdo. Make either first or third person template. I'll go first because that's what I prefer. Make sure starter content is on and just name it options menu. No, not options menu, sorry. Wait, no, yeah, it's options menu. It's options menu. Save it to whatever folder you want and then click create. Once your level is opened, first what you want to do is go to content drawer, either by clicking here or pressing Control and space. You want to create a new folder and call it UI. Inside this folder, what we will need is a widgets folder, images folder, yeah, and an images of folder. That should be it for now. First, what you want to do is double click into widgets, right click and go to user interface and widget blueprint. Create a user widget and call it something like WB_options menu. Double click to open this. Just drag it up to the top left here by holding where it has the name. What you want to type in first is canvas panel. Drag and drop that in. This is essentially the whole screen, so anything in here will be displayed on your screen once you add it to the viewport. Then what you want to do is get an image, which is actually, if you see this palette here, I'll be using this a lot more rather than just individually typing it in. Yours will probably look like this, so just scroll down, find common, and it's got all the common ones that we'll be using. For this, we'll be using button, text, and image. So just go to image here, put that like that. Go to anchors and hover over this one. Hold Control and Shift and left click so it covers the whole screen. Or you could alternatively, if you wanted, just type in images there. Next, what you want to do is get a vertical box, which will be in the panel. Yeah, which will be in the panel, but I'm not gonna do that because I just want to keep on here, so I'll just type in vertical box. Drag and drop that here. Just go to anchor, Control Shift, left click, and then just space that out a bit. Actually, I'm gonna delete this image because it's just hurting my eyes a little bit. I'll add it back in later just to get the design nice. Okay, put it like that. Next, what you want to do is add a horizontal box inside the vertical box. So let's type in horizontal box, slap it in there. Then just go to the common palette tab and put a text inside the horizontal box. Then next, you want to put a button inside the horizontal box, another text. Oh wait, see, if it does this, it's because you've not put it inside the actual box. So if you go to the hierarchy, you'll see my text is actually a child or inside my vertical box. So just delete that. We'll delete button as well because it has to be in order, and make sure you drag the text inside the horizontal box. So it looks like that. Next, put a button in the horizontal box. Make sure you don't, well, you can't put it over text box there because what's being said. Put it like that. Then you want to get another text, and then lastly you want to get another button. Well, not lastly, sorry, but just to finish that up. Then you want to put two texts in both of the buttons, like so. I know it looks a bit janky now, but we'll fix that. First, you want to change this first one to resolution. Click enter. You do that here in the content when you click on it. Then you want to change the text inside this first button to, I think this is the left arrow. Then you want to leave that as text block because we want that to change automatically when you switch through the resolution options. Go to this one and make the right arrow. I might have said that wrong, but who knows. Go back over to this resolution box. Oh, I don't know what I did. Over to the resolution box, and at size, click fill, just so it goes all like that, nice and neat. We'll go to the hierarchy and close that box, take it off. Left click it, Control C, and click on vertical box and Control V it 2 times, just so it's like that. Now to get it spaced out, you want to click on the first horizontal box in the padding, click the drop down, and from the top we'll do about 200. See how that looks? Maybe 300. Yeah, and then from the bottom we'll do about 200. And then for the next one, all we need to do is the bottom, 200. Okay, so that's nice and spaced out. Next, what you want to do is click on the buttons with the arrows on them and name them resolution minus and resolution plus. Resolution plus. And just do this for each of these. Oh wait, no, sorry. You need to change the name first. I didn't even change the name. Put this to graphics and then put this to VSync. Like that. Okay, now you want to change it like that. So graphics minus, graphics plus, VSync minus, and lastly VSync plus. Okay, once that's all done, you want to go up to resolution, the button, scroll down. Actually, for this, we'll just make it so we won't need that anymore. We won't need that. Just close all of these because we won't be using them, just to get this up here. So when we keep clicking on each button, we don't have to keep scrolling all the way down just to get to it. So click unclicked on this and then find the resolution plus in the variables, left click it, scroll down, or again we can just close it and then get unclicked. So what you want to do first is go to the variables tab, click plus and name this resolution index, and we want this to be an integer. So you want to hold control and drag out, or you could alternatively just left click it, drag it out and click get, like so. Then you want to drag off the pin, and we'll first do this resolution minus one. So you want subtract operators, we want to make it 1, so to subtract 1, which will just change the resolution by less than 1, or just change it by 1, sorry, once you click it. Then you want to clamp integer and make the max value 4. In total this will be 5 because we'll have 5 resolution options, 1280, 1600, 1920, 2560 and 3840. Then you want to hold Alt and drag in there like so, connect this and connect that, and then we're going to do the opposite of this just for here. So it's pretty much just add and then operators -1, or sorry, I don't know why I keep saying minus, just 1. Just copy and paste this. It's on the same values, like so. And then set. Just copy and paste that as well. Just move this down, make it look a bit neater. Next, you want to hold control, like so. Switch on int and make 5 pins, sorry. I keep getting confused because it says 4. But 0 counts as an option as well. That's why it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So connect both of these in here. And then you want to make a new variable and just call this resolution. And we want to make, I named that wrong. Resolution. I'm typing too fast. Resolution. Again, I am typing too fast. There we go. And you want to make this an int point. Like so. Then you want to hold Alt to set it. You want to right click on resolution and split the struct bin and Control C, Control V 4 more times just to get 5 of them for the 5 resolution options. You want to connect 0 here, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here and 4 here. And now I want to make the resolution options. I believe they are 1280 by 720, 1600 by 900, 1920 by 1080, 1080 2560 by 144, well 1440, 3840 I think by 2560. And sorry, this is meant to be 2160. I knew something looked wrong. Okay, and that is the resolution done. Just comment this, got the resolution. Now to move on to the graphics, you can either go to the designer, click on here and unclick, or you could just get it straight from the variables, which would be right here. So do minus first, then plus, like so. Then we want to again make a new variable. This will be called graphics index, and it will be an integer again. This one's slightly simpler. It's just like so. Then subtract again. 1 clamp float, make sure it's a clamp float. I mean clamp integer, sorry. Lost my mind. And set that to 4 for a maximum 5. Then you'll just set it like so and connect it like so. And then we'll just do the same here, but make it add 1 clamp integer and set it. I don't know, let's do it here. Like so. Okay, now that's done. Just call that graphics. Move that up a bit, and now it's time to do VSync. So let's go here, unclicked, and we need a new variable again, last one. This one will be called VSync with a question mark. Is VSync on and off? And this will be a ball. Alt drag, set it like so, Control C, Control V, and turn it on so when they click the plus button it will turn on, when you click the minus it will turn off. And then we'll just call this what's it called, VSync. Okay, and that'll be that just for the overall settings. Now all we need to do next is actually apply it when we click apply. So let's go back to designer. I'll actually move this first horizontal box up just so we can get a bit more space. So make that about 150, like so. Then we want to get a button, drag and drop it in here, text on top of that for the apply button. Type in like so. You want to go pardon me, you want to go to the button, back open to slot, click this one, center align horizontally just to make the button a bit nicer. If you want, you can, I'll actually do this, so yeah, that's good. Go to appearance, background color, click the drop down, and it's got RGBA on A. You want to click that and make it 0, just so the button is still there but it's like transparent. Then we'll go to this top horizontal box, which is this one, and we'll go from the padding into the bottom and make that about 50, just to get a bit of space in between it. And since we're going to add another button, we will go to the padding and make it, sorry, that was on the text, you want to make sure you're on the button, padding, and make it 50 again. Okay, now what you want to do is click the button, go scroll down, unclicked, and you want to get game user settings. Next, what you want to do is drag from the return value and type in overall scalability, set overall scalability level. Then for this one, you want it to be the graphics, like so, graphics index. Then from the return value here again, you want to drag and do is VSync enabled. Wait, no, sorry, not is VSync enabled. Set VSync enabled. And you want to put the ball there. And then next, want to drag off, set screen resolution. And you want to put the resolution endpoint in there. And then lastly, you want to drag off here and apply settings. I normally just have it like this because I know it's all coming from here, but if you'd like to reroute it, like something like that, I mean that looks horrendous to me, so I wouldn't do it like that, but you could double click these blue lines, get it like that, get that one like that, double click these blue lines, get like that, just so you know which each individual one goes to. I already know what it all goes to, so I'll just leave it like that. I think it looks a bit near. Okay, we'll want to comment this. Oh, and sorry, I don't know if I told you, but you press C to comment this, and we'll call this apply settings. Okay, now what we want to do is make it so the settings actually apply in game, so you don't have to just keep restarting the game to when you want to set it. So what you want to do is right click, actually I think it's up here, event construct. Just for the purpose of this, I'm going to move that down to the bottom. So type right click, event construct, and again you want to get game user settings, get game user settings. Then you want to load settings. Next, you will want to right click this, double click it, sorry, double left click it, and get, you want to drag off this and get overall scalability level. And for this one, you will want to alt, left click drag, put that there and connect it. Then you want to do is vsync enabled, like so, and then alt, hold alt and drag, alternatively drag and set it, and do it like so. And the last one, which is the most stacked one, get screen resolution, and you want to get the endpoint and connect it like that. Now what you want to do is drag off that and break endpoint. From the X you want to press equal equal, and from this you want to go branch, or get branch, sorry, connect that here like so, and you'll want to get the resolution index and get like that, hold alt and left click. This will be done for each resolution, so we will want to make a total of 5 of these. So you can either just do the first one, so for example 1280, and then put that to true and make that 0 because that is the first resolution index. Then go from false, branch again like so, drag off here again, equal equal, next one I believe is 1600, connect it like that, control C, control V, put that to 1 since that's the next one, and then keep doing that until you get 5. But just to save time, I just control 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, just line that up. Just same for this, like so, get a bit of space in between like that, just for all 5 resolutions. And make sure you change these values or it wouldn't work. So 0 1 2 3 and 4, and then just connect it up. So false, actually sorry, we'll start from the left and go right just to make it a little less confusing, and make sure you connect all these into the X pin. So 1280, 1600, 1920, 2560, and lastly 3840. Connect these to the conditions of each branch like so. Okay, and then let's put these like that, just each false into that and each true into the resolution index. like so. Okay, now this part is done. Bit of lengthy code, but it's what it is. Comment it with C and call it what's good, apply. I can't even see what I'm saying. Apply settings in game. Okay, now the main part is done now, thankfully. But just before we move on event pre-construct, we want to make it so when we click, our mouse doesn't disappear because it's in a different input mode. So you want to drag off here, set input put mode UI only, if I could spell correctly. Oh wow, that's beautiful. There we go. Get owning controller. Owning player, sorry. Get owning player of the return value. Set show mouse cursor. Set that to true. Connect that. Make everything look nicer. And with this, literally just changes the input mode so you're fully in UI rather than having your cursor disappear when you're trying to click an option. Okay, now we can come out of this. I don't know how sure we can come in actually. Input mode UI. Okay, let's go back to designer and everything's pretty much done. Now all we need to do is make it so when we change using these, the actual, I don't know what to call it, it changes in here. So it'll be 1280 by 720, 1920 each time we change. So you want to click on the text block and create a new binding next to text, create binding, move this out a bit. And then what we want to do is get the resolution index, so hold control, drag in, break int point. Then we also want to right click here and type in append, make sure it's append string. Then you want to add a new pin. In this middle one, you want to put X, so it goes 1280X, 720, 1920X, what's it called? 10 A, and put it like so, and return value into there, and get that. Let's move this out a bit. Pardon me, like so. Okay, now that one's done. You want to go back, go to graphics, create binding, and then you want to right control like that, switch on int to remove that, put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 5 new pins, and then copy and paste this 4 more times. So you get a total number of 5. And you want to connect these like this. And then you want to change the name. If the graphics is the lowest, we'll call it low. If you put it up one, we'll call it medium. If you put up another one, we'll call it high. Put up another one, epic. And lastly, I like to use cinematic for the highest resolution. That one's done. So let's X out of that. And lastly, you need to change the VSync. This one is the easiest. Actually, no, I think that last one was the easiest. We just had the most to do. And then first of all, you want to make a branch like so. Then you want to get VSync and put it there. Control C, Control V. If VSync is enabled, you want it to say on. And if VSync isn't enabled, you want to say off. Okay, now let's test this out. Make sure to compile and save. Everything's working fine. And now what we want to do is display it straight away. So I think how I'll show it for the purpose of this tutorial, and the time of it is coming up to 25 minutes now, so I need to wrap it up. I'll just display it so as soon as you play the game, you go straight into the settings. And got that. Oh wait, we didn't do. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. We'll just show it like this. Okay, so to do this, you want to go to the level blueprint, which is here. right click, event begin play. You want to create the widget that we just made, which is this one. Drag the return value, add to view port, and then compile and save, and let's test it out. So it shows like this. It's on medium right now. We put it up and it is not working. Okay, so everything else seems to be working fine. Let's try to figure out why this isn't working. So it's in the graphics, in the binding. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's just check over everything and see why. So you navigate to your code. We'll see -1, let's see 5, add 1. Okay, so this seems to be the problem. We didn't make the value of this 5. So if you encounter a problem, just make sure, before you get stressed out or anything, just go back to your work and just double check over it. And if you have any problems in this video, please leave it in the comments and I will answer you as soon as possible. Okay, so let's try this again. Play, it's on low now. Beautiful, VSync on. Let's go apply. And that's beautiful, works perfectly. I'm going to quickly make a start menu just to apply this so you guys know how to do it. I'll just speed through this part of the video because I don't want to take up too much time. So you want to go to the options menu, you want to go to designer, and you will want to make a new button, text, make the text return to main menu, like so. Click on the button, unclicked, open level by object reference. You might have done yours in a different way, but it will work quite similar if you made your main menu in a new level, just an empty level, like so. Okay, so click it, open the level, and yeah, that should be actually okay. We want to get up the options menu though, so open the level blueprint in this one, event begin play. Actually no, sorry, not event begin. We'll put it as P key, so type in P keyboard. So on pressed, you want to create the widget and make it that one and add it to the viewport. And then we also want to set game pause so the game isn't all buggy whilst we're doing it. So I'll start play, la-di-da-di-da, click P, change that, apply, and then we'll do a return to game one as well, because that's probably what you'd do after changing the settings. You wouldn't just go straight back to the main menu. Sorry if this looks quite bad. I'm just doing it for, what's it called? Thingy purposes. Did not make sense, but yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Text. Resume game. Unclicked, remove from parent, set input mode game only, just so it reverts back to the game mode so you can actually start moving again. Get play controller, set show mouse cursor, set it to false so it's gone, and then you want to set game pause to false, which is, it should be already. Okay, we'll try that. P key, apply, and resume game. And that's how you make a options menu. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you and have a blessed day.